A huge warm welcome to the Women of the Future Awards in association with Aviva. My name is Tanya Breyer and it's a privilege to be your host for these incredible awards. Now, of course, we're all on virtual machines at the moment, but nothing could stop us from presenting our amazing finalists and candidates the awards that they deserve. It's been a very interesting morning of insights that we've had, and how special it's been to have so many fabulous alumni of these awards with us as well. For 15 years, the Women of the Future Awards have celebrated the most innovative and talented young leaders, many of whom are carrying new paths in often male-dominated sectors, and all of whom are lighting the way for future generations. This past year, of course, has shown us all that we need to work together across all industries and borders. And it's networks like the Women of the Future programme that can enable such critical collaboration. And so it's now time to give a very warm and special welcome to the only person in the whole world that could actually make this all happen. Over the past 15 years, this amazing woman has launched the Women of the Future Awards, and she's done so much to amplify the success of female leaders around the world and to move the needle on diversity and inclusion. She brings together people from all walks of life and helps us recalibrate our own definitions of what success is. Because for Pinky, it is not about fame or fortune. It's about kindness and positively changing the lives of others. And there's no one that embodies kindness, generosity more than Pinky Lalani, CBE DL. Here she is.
A very warm welcome to everyone. 15 years ago, we launched the Women of the Future programme with a mission to honour exceptionally talented female leaders working in the UK. Back then, I felt an urgent need to create a platform that could celebrate female leadership, and by doing so, springboard talent, further success, challenge gender stereotypes, and help shine the light on brilliant role models. And what a platform we have here today. In a time of great uncertainty and turmoil, the Women of the Future programme has even surprised me. I've been overwhelmed by the way in which our virtual events, judging Zoom sessions, networking coffee mornings, And just the phone calls and connections between past and present Women of the Future nominees has been a rock of support for so many across the globe. We now know just how important community and a strong network is. It gives us sustenance, comfort, a sense of belonging, and allows us to both support and challenge each other. Community that hold the value of kindness and collaboration at heart can make a difference to our own lives, our careers, our dreams, and to the lives of so many others. Meeting our shortlist over the past few months has been a shaft of light. To our nominees, your energy, your ingenuity, even during a pandemic, has been hugely inspiring. Although from so many different cultures and industries, backgrounds and circumstances, your work to uplift others, springing into action where you can lend a helping hand, listening carefully to unlock a story and change the narrative, and being willing to changing course with such positivity. I am wowed by you all. Thank you for being here today, and may this be just the start of your journey with the Women of the Future program. A huge thank you must go to Nick Amin and our headline sponsor, Aviva, as well as all our sponsors and supporters. This fragile world has shown us how important it is to base business on values of integrity, and I am humbled by your commitment to female leadership. I would also like to thank Lady Emma Arbuthnot, chair of our judging panel, and our superb panel of judges. Picking winners from the shortlist was not easy. And my deepest gratitude goes to my team, always open to new ideas. You have worked night and day to ensure that connection has never been higher between us all and all those involved with the Women of the Future program. I would like to say a very special thank you to Alexis, who's been the mastermind behind the awards program this year. As we weather the storm, be kind to yourselves and one another. Build connections, not boundaries, and have hope. Have a wonderful time this afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
I'm a woman of the future.
And I want to lead with authenticity.
Collaboration.
Compassion.
Confidence.
Empathy.
Equality. Kindness. Optimism. Passion.
Well, there you see them, our incredible candidates. They're all so inspiring. Well, we'd love to hear your thoughts about the awards across social media. So our handle on Twitter and Instagram is @WomanOfFuture, all one word, and we'll also be posting on Facebook and LinkedIn. We're using the hashtag WOF Awards, WOF Awards, so please use that too. Full details about our shortlist can be found on our event platform, so have a read if you haven't done so already and join us. A huge thank you must go to the sponsors and partners of this year's Women of the Future Awards. Of course, none of this would be possible without you. And a heartfelt thank you to our headline sponsor, Aviva. In a year that has turned our world upside down, your unwavering support and commitment to bursting open the female leadership pipeline is so greatly appreciated and so crucial. From our headline sponsor, I'd now like to welcome Lindsay Ricks, Aviva CEO of UK Savings and Retirement. Thanks so much for joining us today, Lindsay.
Good afternoon, and it's a pleasure to be with you virtually. And I'm so pleased the awards are still going ahead this year. Aviva and I, as an alumna of the programme, are very proud to once again be sponsoring these awards. It's just so important to recognise and celebrate the UK's pipeline of incredible female talent. And once again, the shortlist today is just truly humbling and inspiring. What a wonderful representation of the UK's young female talent. We feel that it is more critical than ever that we're supporting, inspiring and nurturing our young talent, both celebrating the 15th anniversary of the Women of the Future Awards and in light of all that is happening in our communities right now. So good luck to all participants, and I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and enjoy sharing some truly fabulous stories and achievements. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much to Lindsay Ricks and of course to Aviva as well. And now it's that time to actually have the awards and to announce the winners. Here we go, guys. So to begin with, our Arts and Culture Awards sponsored by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. To present this award, I'm delighted to welcome the acclaimed screenwriter, producer and film director Vicky Dewson. Vicky won the Arts and Culture Award at the very first Women of the Future Awards back in 2006. So it's incredibly special to have her back. Thank you so much for joining us. Over to you, Vicky.
It's an honour and privilege to introduce this year's Arts and Culture nominees. 15 years ago, I was the first ever recipient of this award. I was full of raw ambition in blissful ignorance of the many hurdles and setbacks that lay ahead. Women of the Future recognised and supported me at a key moment in my career. The day I met Pinky, I knew I'd met someone unlike anybody I'd met before. 15 years ago, of the top 100 grossing films, 2.7% were directed by women. In the time since, this has risen to 10.6%. Women of the Future gave me a network of role models and collaborators from a vast array of industry. It gave me a resource of confidence, resilience and motivation to meet the forthcoming hurdles with conviction and to learn from the setbacks so that I could only go on to achieve more. The fundament, which remains the beating heart of Women of the Future, is kindness. To lift those up around you, to celebrate their successes and support them as they bash through their barriers creates a community. And in a year that has dealt our industry unimaginable challenges, it's integral that this community continues to thrive. We've seen that even when our theatres and cinemas are empty, talented women, like this year's Women of the Future nominees, cannot be silenced. Each of our nominees use their work to tackle taboo subjects and uncover stories that would otherwise remain untold. Critically, the work of our candidates also improves cultural fluency, breaks down barriers, empowers others, and brings joy even in the darkest moments. Let's hear more about our nominees.
Opening our arts and culture category is a theater maker, mezzo-soprano, diversity and inclusion consultant, and co-founder of HERA, celebrating art by women and gendered minorities across the UK. She is Simone Ibbott-Brown. Next, a world-renowned burlesque performer and activist who has campaigned tirelessly for women's rights in the UK and across the globe. Her work has seen burlesque legalized in Singapore. She is Suki Singapura. Our third candidate uses art to share stories of marginalized people. She's worked in Syrian and Rohingya refugee camps, with Yazidi women and escaped ISIS, and with survivors of Boko Haram. She is Hannah Rose Thomas. A playwright, screenwriter, and poet, our next nominee has written over 40 plays, has her first feature film in post-production, and recently established the Fury Theatre. She is Laura Turner. Her recent play, Bullet Hole, earned her a Black British Theatre Award for Best Female Actor. A hugely experienced actress and playwright, our final arts and culture candidate is Gloria Williams.
Well, our judges were wowed by the level of drive and energy shown by all of the candidates, each in their own unique and creative way. It was a difficult decision. They were humbled by all of them, but they did come up with the winner. So the winner of the Arts and Culture Award is Simone Ibbott-Brown.
At a time of great societal change, Simone is fearlessly and urgently taking on the world of opera, not only using it to address global issues such as climate change and female representation, but also ensuring the institution drastically shifts its makeup from a diversity perspective.
Huge congratulations, Simone. Well done. Over to you.
Thank you so much. I'm honestly completely astounded. I didn't expect this at all. It's a complete honour to be in such an incredible group of people. The arts and culture category and across the whole awards is just so inspiring. Reading about all your work and getting to explore what you're making is so incredible. The world is so in so many ways so horrible and scary, and it can feel like, you know, we're at pivotal moments almost every day at this point. But to see all the incredible work you guys are doing, and all the changes you're making and inspiring in other people, I think that's possibly the most exciting thing to see. All the changes you guys are inspiring and the people around you gives us hope for the future, and hope that we'll have a better tomorrow than there is today. Doing something good, you know, making a better tomorrow than today. So thank you so much. It's an unbelievable honour. Thank you.
Well, Simone, thank you to you. I mean, it's an honour to have you, and congratulations. And we will have a better tomorrow because of young women like yourself. So many congratulations to you. Next up, the Business Award, sponsored by Bank of America. To present this award, we are honoured to welcome the Right Honourable Dominic Raab, Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs and First Secretary of State.
Our society has made huge strides on gender equality in my lifetime, but women continue to be underrepresented in the top jobs, and we need to do much better. At the Foreign and Development Office, we've made real progress in recent years. Women have been smashing through glass ceilings with increasing speed, and they now account for 45% of all senior positions. Many of our most prominent roles lately have been going to female candidates. We currently have female ambassadors to all but one of our G7 partner countries, as well as China, Russia, NATO, and the UN in New York. I'm really proud of this progress, but I know that there's more to do. So I warmly welcome all the efforts to champion the amazing female talent that we have in our country. And that's why the Women of the Future Awards are so important. This year, of course, marks the 15th anniversary of the awards. And over the years, they've showcased hundreds of incredible women who have gone on to do incredible things. Take Liv Garfield, for example. Now, she won an award back in 2008 and then went on to be the CEO of Severn Trent, the youngest CEO of a FTSE 100 company. Cressy Westling was a winner in 2007. She went on to become a pioneering environmental entrepreneur who built a business which turns waste into innovative lifestyle products. And then there's Emma Barnett, who's interviewed me many times. She was a winner in 2013 and this year became the host of Women's Hour on Radio 4. And this initiative has now extended beyond our shores, most recently with the launch of the awards in Southeast Asia, connecting a global network of women leaders. While so much has changed in the last 15 years, the ethos of the awards remains more relevant than ever, with its emphasis on kindness and on collaboration in leadership. The candidates that we celebrate here today show this in abundance. Working across a huge range of sectors, each of the Women of the Future Business Award nominees are really positive disruptors, overcoming major barriers to achieving extraordinary results Let's meet the shortlist.
By the age of 30, our first business nominee had gained a chartered accountancy qualification, joined Aviva, and moved from graduate to head of department with a global remit. She is Sarah Applegate. Now for a lawyer working to end child abduction, forced marriage, and gender-based violence. An associate at Dawson Cornwell, she is Shabina Begum. Having served in the Royal Air Force and undertaken 2 overseas tours of duty, our next nominee leads complex business change projects within the defense sector. A project management consultant at Atkins, she is Carla Scowcroft. Driving gender and racial equality in the workplace, our fourth candidate is an award-winning sales and marketing leader, developing future-focused strategies. Senior Marketing Strategy Manager at HSBC, she is Catherine Sin. With global experience across technology services, our final business shortlister is a marketing leader and strategic business partner at Mphasis. She also leads voluntary initiatives to drive education and computer training among underprivileged kids. She is Swati Tashnawal.
Well, the achievements of our nominees is truly outstanding, but there is only one winner. So, the winner of the Business Award is Shabina Begum. Congratulations.
Internationally, culturally, legally, and behaviorally, Shabina is driving change, personally involved in fighting the unacceptable and barbaric barriers facing many young women throughout the world, from forced marriage to gender-based violence.
Congratulations, Shabina. You're our winner. How do you feel?
Overwhelmed and very surprised, and I can hear my family shouting downstairs. Thank you so much for this. And I want to congratulate Carla, Catherine, Swati, and Sarah. They are incredible. I've virtually met them. I look forward to meeting you in person. So thank you for being my business tribe in this category. And thank you to the judges for picking me. I also want to thank my team at Dawson Cornwell who are supporting me in this event, and Catherine for nominating me. And I want to give a shout out to Nicole and Faria, who I feel are upcoming amazing female lawyers and breathe the spirit of this event. And also my family once again downstairs who just lived through everything with me. A person I really do want to mention today as I win this award, and I would have loved to thank her in person, but unfortunately she's no longer around, is my boss, my mentor, my hero, Amory Hutchinson. To me, she was the epitome of what matriarchal power looks like. She pushed me to become a better lawyer, a better person, and she took a chance on me one last time by giving me a reference for this award. So I do want to, it was a big enough deal being shortlisted, but by giving me this, you've let her legacy be extended that bit more. So thank you so much to the judges. And my final thank you goes to all the women and girls who choose to fight adversity and give us the privilege to be part of their journey. And by giving me this award today, I truly do want to thank the judges for making a powerful statement, which is that by recognizing and promoting the safety of women and girls, we as a society are economically more effective. And that for me encapsulates the true spirit of any powerful business person. So thank you. And thank you once again to the organizers for creating this celebration. And I hope by next year, we'll all be in person cheering our future female warriors. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shabina, for your wonderful and for your tribute as well. And I think, like you say, hopefully next year we'll all be able to be seeing each other in person. But we're so happy to celebrate you, our winners, and to keep going with these very important awards, as you say. So many congratulations to you. And also the judges have highly commended Carla Scowcroft and her ability to see the big picture and create a vision in the complex, constantly changing environment in which she operates. great. So many congratulations to Shabina and to Carla, and of course, all our nominees. Next up, our Commonwealth Award sponsored by KPMG. This award recognises the achievements of Commonwealth citizens achieving developmental goals throughout the Commonwealth's effective network of nations. Here are our fabulous candidates.
Kicking off our Commonwealth category is an engineering leader at Facebook, focused on commerce and ensuring data quality. A trailblazer in fintech, she is Rija Javed. Born and raised in Uganda, where she became the first female aerospace engineer with an MSc after graduating from Imperial College London, our next nominee is a turbine aerothermal engineer at Rolls-Royce, Lynette Kebirungi. Next, the founder of Safe and the City, a data intelligence platform creating safer and more inclusive spaces. Business coach and TEDx speaker with an unstoppable work ethic, we welcome Jillian Kowalczyk. Our fourth candidate escaped an abusive marriage and rebuilt her life. Committed to helping other women do the same, she has written extensively on violence against women in South Africa and the stigma of divorce in Asian and African communities. She is Sabiha Mohammed. Last up, we recognize a medical doctor and DPhil candidate at the University of Oxford. Serving as chair of the Board of Trustees at the Kelsom movement, she has her sights set on combining a love of medicine with women's rights advocacy. She is Dr. Hannah Nasri.
Well, of course, our judges commend each and every one of our incredibly impressive and resilient finalists. But who's the winner? Oh my goodness. The winner is Sabiha Mohammed. Congratulations.
Sabiha is using her personal story to help others build self-esteem and to show that there can be a way out of abusive relationships. She exudes kindness, empathy, and bravery, and has a significant impact on the wider community.
Sabiha, many congratulations to being our winner. How are you feeling? It's over to you now, all yours.
I have no words. I definitely didn't expect it. I'm trying really hard not to tear up right now. But I did say one thing. If I won this award, I would dedicate it to every woman out there, especially any woman who's been through any form of abuse, or any woman out there who is still fighting against prejudice and patriarchal societies. And honestly, I'm just so inspired by everyone here and everyone in my category. And thank you so much. I'm humbled, and it's such an honor.
Sabiha, thank you so much for your wonderful words, and it's wonderful to have you as our winner here today. So many, many congratulations to you. And also, the judges would like to highly commend Lynette Kebirungi. In a difficult environment, Lynette has overcome challenges and is clear on her direction, inspiring many Black women into STEM industries. So congratulations to Sabiha, to Lynette, and of course to all the finalists. Well done to all of you. Well, moving on to the Community Spirits Awards, sponsored by Visa. Introducing our candidates, we're delighted to welcome Cressy Wessling, MBE, the multi-award-winning environmental entrepreneur and co-founder of Elvis and Cressy. Cressy won the Women of the Future Entrepreneur Award back in 2007. So thank you so much for joining us here today.
I am blown away by how much each of our Community Spirits nominees have achieved so early in their careers. The impact that they're making to communities, businesses, and the diversity and inclusion space is nothing short of life-changing. It's leaders like these, reflecting great ingenuity and resilience, who will pave the path out of the current crisis towards recovery. As a former winner of the Women in Future Awards, I'm so honored and delighted to be back to present this award, and I welcome you to what is an absolutely incredible community. Let's learn more about our nominees.
Working tirelessly to drive positive change and sustainability, the community and the environment at Liverpool Football Club, our Community Spirits category opens with Sarah Blackhurst. Improving the diversity of London's tech sector, our second nominee founded the Intrapreneurs Club, delivering world-class accelerator programs and connecting a far-reaching community with jobs. She is Charlotte J. Duncan. Next, the founder of DrawMed, a creative education company delivering classes and workshops to nurture the development of thousands of young children, and creating jobs by taking performers from the stage to the classroom too. She's Grace Francis. Our fourth nominee is the Global Gender Diversity and Inclusion Lead at Unilever, a children's book author and the founder of Stand Tall, an organization providing support to individuals suffering from abuse. Welcome, Esther Marshall. Founder of Dress Code, a charity helping to close the gender gap in computing science in Scotland by engaging, inspiring, and raising awareness of opportunities in the world of tech. Our final Community Spirit nominee is Tony Scullion.
Well, the judges absolutely loved meeting all the nominees, but let's find out who the winner is. The winner is Grace Francis.
Grace is making arts and accelerating learning accessible to children at the earliest stages of their educational journey. In tandem, she is working to provide opportunities for thousands of actors who struggle to launch their careers or find a sustainable income. The combination is a powerful agenda to create social change.
Well, a huge congratulations. There you are, Grace, our winner. It's over to you. I'm not hearing you, Grace. Grace, I'm not hearing you. Have you got your mic on? You do. Oh, Grace, what a shame. Yeah, we can't hear you. We can see you. And I can imagine that you're feeling very happy and wonderful. Yes. Okay. Grace, I'm so sorry that we can't hear you, but huge congratulations. Well done to you. And we can only imagine the amazing words that you're saying. So many congratulations, Grace. And also the judges want to highly commend Charlotte J. Duncan. On a mission to fix some drastic social problems, Charlotte's record is already an impressive one, creating jobs, driving inclusivity, and stepping up change in the tech centre. So well done to you both, and of course to all our Community Spirit finalists. Well, it's now time for the Entrepreneur Award, sponsored by Pernod Ricard UK. To present this award, we're honoured to have Nicola Elliott join us. Nicola is the founder of the hugely popular and successful Neom Organics Wellbeing range, and she won the Entrepreneur Award in 2012. Here she is, the wonderful Nicola.
This pandemic has disproportionately affected women, unfortunately, whether it's childcare issues, homeschooling, where I've just run from. It's affected so many of us in and outside of the workplace. But with every downturn, there's possibility and opportunities. And I think that a pandemic like this gives us those increase in those entrepreneurial values and harnesses that spirit. And ultimately, has the opportunity to turn those ideas into businesses, to create jobs, to fast track systems, to ultimately kickstart the economy. And with that, it gives me a huge amount of pleasure to introduce the Inspirational Entrepreneurs.
Working with female entrepreneurs across 48 countries, our first nominee is the pioneer of Success Imprinting, a multi-dimensional approach to transformation that gets results for clients in their professional and personal lives. Let's celebrate Natasha Bray. Next is the co-founder of Ammonite Wealth, a company created to make investment advice affordable, modernizing financial planning with inclusivity and equality. She is Caroline Duff. Founder of Dynamics Medical, a pioneering software company that develops technology to streamline disease diagnosis and improve efficiency in the medical industry, our next nominee is Dr. Liberty Foreman. Now a PR superstar who has founded her own firm specializing in PR, marketing, events, and consultancy with a dedicated focus on the visual arts, theater, and opera. She is Chloe Nelkin. Last up in our entrepreneur shortlist is the co-founder of Sonantic, one of Europe's hottest AI startups, creating hyper-realistic artificial voices. With years of experience working with deep tech and in speech and language therapy, she is Zina Qureshi.
Well, what a talented group of finalists they are, with so much to celebrate, so many accomplishments. So, who is our winner? The winner of our Women of the Future Entrepreneur Award is, drum roll, Dr. Liberty Foreman.
Not only has Liberty founded Dynamics, a software company that develops technology to streamline diagnosis, but she also gives back to the education community through internships, speaking engagements at universities, and mentoring students from disadvantaged backgrounds.
Liberty, huge congratulations. You're our winner today. How do you feel?
Thank you. Totally unexpected. No, I think there's so many great people here. I was sitting here listening to everyone talking and I was thinking, wow, I wish I could be as inspirational as them. So I hope I can inspire just as much as everyone else is, I suppose. So I really want to thank everybody who's come along on this journey with me. Founded my company 5 years ago, and it's been like so amazing in certain parts, but also it's been really challenging. So for everyone who's been along with that journey, trusted me and supported me to get this far, that's amazing. And also thank you for all of the women in the past who have pushed for equality so that we can all be sitting here today. I think without that, we never would have got here. So yeah, and thanks to everyone arranging these awards and the network and Pinky, it's just been amazing.
Well, Liberty, huge congratulations, beautifully said, and well done on winning the award today. And also the judges, our pleasure, the judges also wanted to commend Natasha Bray. Her company, Guilt Free Health, and the coaching programs Natasha has developed have the potential to help so many women across the world. So well done to all our candidates, and of course to our winner and our highly commended as well. Well, we now move on to our MBA Star Awards sponsored by Coca-Cola European Partners. Completing their MBAs at top business schools and universities throughout the UK, our MBA stars are using this impressive qualification to develop professionally and personally in ways that are purposeful and aimed at improving the experience of others. So let's meet our incredible shortlist. Here they are.
When she was just 18, our first MBA star completed her AAT qualification and became a single mom. She now has an MBA from Warwick Business School and is the financial controller at Terberg. She's the unstoppable Chelsea Bird. Passionate about female empowerment, our second nominee has an MBA from Oxford Saïd Business School. and her sights are set firmly on competing for the British national fencing team at the Olympics. She is Aliyah Itzkowitz. Now a trailblazer who led the creation of the first public policy for youth in Paraguay. Working as a consultant for the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, she's focused on creating circular economy policy for Latin American countries. She is Natalia Espinola Lopez. Whilst undertaking an MBA at Imperial College Business School and working full-time, our fourth nominee launched the Rise Coffee subscription box, showcasing sustainable coffee brands. Awarded a BIMA 2020 for her influence in the digital industry, and a Prince's Trust mentor, she is Alice Wainwright. A gender diversity champion, our final MBA star has led the agenda at both Barclays and the University of Cambridge. She has steered initiatives to formulate policies to attract, retain, and develop women, and is set for success in the fintech sector. She is Srishti Warman.
Well, the judges had great admiration for all our nominees and how they've adapted to the restrictions in the pandemic and come out still winning. So, who is the actual winner of the MBA Star Award? It is Chelsea Bird.
Chelsea has navigated challenges with resolve, resilience, and enduring determination, demonstrating equal dedication to her professional and personal life. Subverting assumptions and defying stereotypes with her success, she is a superb role model.
Many congratulations, Chelsea. There you are. In their words, a superb role model. How do you feel about being our winner today?
Well, this was totally unexpected. I did not expect to win this. There's some amazing ladies in this category, and I just want to say congratulations to everybody who's been shortlisted today, because I've heard some really inspirational stories this morning. I just want to say a big thank you as well to the judges and everybody who's organising this event, and especially thanks to Pinky as well. We've been in contact about some other projects that I've got going on as well, and I just think it's sort of a brilliant network, and I'm really honoured to receive this award, so thank you very much.
Chelsea, thank you to you, and well done, and many, many congratulations. And the judges would also like to highly commend Alice Wainwright for the way in which she's taken her MBA experience into the charitable sector. So well done to Chelsea, to Alice, and to all our MBA stars. Well, we move on to our media award now, supported by none other than, yes, there it is, CNBC. Our 5 courageous media nominees critically pursue quality journalism to broaden our understanding of the world and uncover the truth. But more than that, they're pushing hard for greater representation at all levels in the media, leaving a legacy for the next generation. Here are our fantastic nominees.
Believing that everyone has the right to experience, learn, and play music, our first nominee in the media category is Head of Marketing Channel Strategy for Yamaha Music Europe. She is Emily Burks. By establishing Survivor Stories, a journalistic platform featuring interviews with survivors of sexual violence, our second nominee has empowered interviewees and supported survivors around the world. An experienced and sought-after journalist, she is Lizzie Denning. Next, a freelance journalist, presenter, producer, filmmaker, actor, comedian, and writer. Guided by the belief that storytelling can connect, unite, and change the world, our next shortlister splits her operations between fee-paying work and philanthropic projects. She is Zara Janjua. As the project lead of the BBC's largest collective action campaign to increase representation of underserved audiences, Our fourth nominee inspires organizations around the globe to create media content that fairly represents our world. She is Lara Joannides. Leading global communications for Pernod Ricard's international gin brands, and with years of experience under her belt, we celebrate a communications expert, Charlotte Sylvester.
Well, what a superb lineup that is. But there's only one winner, and the winner is Lizzie Denning.
Lizzie has a real purpose and mission in life. Seeing how victims of rape are often penalized by the press, either by the way in which their story is reported or through intrusive press requirements, Lizzie has created a platform that enables the victims of sexual violence to tell their story.
Well done, Lizzie. Many, many congratulations for winning the award. How do you feel?
Thank you so much. I'm really surprised. I've never met so many women I'd be happy to lose to. It's just such an incredible collection of people, and already being in the network has done a lot for me professionally, and I think I've made some new friends too, I hope. Obviously, there wouldn't kind of be a Survivor Stories without the kind of incredible bravery of survivors who have come forward and spoken to me. And I think that for most survivors, all they really want is to kind of feel believed and listened to, and as if their experiences are validated. So I think that this award will hopefully kind of confirm that validation in their minds, and I'm really excited to let them know and to share this news with some of them. And then more selfishly, it can be quite an isolating piece of work, so the validation for me as well is really lovely. So yeah, thank you very much, and thank you to the organisers.
Well, Lizzie, that was beautifully said, and what great validation, and congratulations for being our very well-deserved winner today. Thank you so much. And also the judges would also like to highly commend Zara Janjua with a vision to set up a production company that pursues diversity and inclusion and promotes the challenges faced by minorities. Our judges were so impressed by Zara's accomplishments and goals to date. So well done to you both, and of course to all of our media candidates. Well, it's now time for the Professions Award, sponsored by Michon de Rea. Our Professions category celebrates leaders who are working at the very top of their fields, whether it be in medical innovation, the clean energy agenda, or driving greater diversity and inclusion in the legal profession. Here are our incredibly impressive nominees.
Dedicating her life to driving the low-carbon agenda, first up in our Professions category is the head of KPMG's Climate Risk and Decarbonization Strategy Team, Bridget Beals. Next, a senior associate and an expert in funds finance law. With a strong desire to overcome racial inequality in the legal industry, she's also co-chair of Reed Smith's London Diversity Committee. She is Parissa Clovis. Helping others develop careers in STEM, our third nominee is a systems engineer at Atkins, where she supports business development activity in relation to the Ministry of Defense Engineering Delivery Partnership Contract. She is Amelia Jeffson. A consultant in rehabilitation medicine and the clinical lead for the Charing Cross Neurological Rehabilitation Unit, our next candidate is determined to improve patient outcomes with research and clinical leadership. She is Dr. Meenakshi Nair. Heading up the colleague development team for the Chief Controls Office at Barclays, our final candidate leads the training strategy for 800 people globally. She is Emily Weberly.
Well, all of our nominees are incredibly impressive role models. Congratulations to all of you. But our winner today is none other than Dr. Meenakshi Nair.
Meenakshi is doing remarkable work alongside her team of 70 at the Charing Cross Neurological Rehabilitation Center. She has a vision for how digital innovation can positively help caring and goes above and beyond in her mentoring of young female medical students from all over the world. Our judges believe that leaders like Meenakshi hold the key to the future transition of our health services.
Meenakshi, many congratulations for being our winner today. That's just wonderful news. How do you feel?
I'm just shocked. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here with all these amazing finalists. I want to say a few thank yous, if that's okay. Firstly, I'd like to thank the awesome Dr. Gemma Scott, who nominated me for this award. I'd also like to say thank you to my wonderful husband and my parents, who are my source of never-ending support. My team at the Charing Cross Neurological Rehabilitation Unit, where every single member of the team works together to ensure that patients with brain injuries and spinal cord injuries get the best possible care. I'm grateful to be working with them every day with inspiring patients and phenomenal colleagues. Finally, I just want to say thank you to everyone else in the NHS who's working so hard through this incredibly tough time. This award is also dedicated to you. Thank you.
Meenakshi, thank you so much. What beautiful words, and really what a tribute to yourself and to everyone who's working so hard on the front line, as you say. So thank you so much, and many congratulations for being our winner today.
Thank you.
Well, we now move on to our real estate infrastructure and construction category, sponsored by RICS. The pandemic has forced us to rethink how we want to live, from hospitals, schools and offices to the preservation, of course, of our natural world. We have a much greater appreciation for what we need to thrive. Our real estate, infrastructure and construction nominees are disrupting these sectors so that they are all inclusive and effective. Here they are.
First up in our real estate infrastructure and construction category is an award-winning chartered electronic and electrical engineer working in the strategic development of cyber-physical systems for the built environment. Smart Buildings lead at BRE, she is Dr. Ozak Esu. Engaging young people and opening doors of opportunity for those who want to pursue a profession in the built environment, our next nominee is the founder of the Land Collective, a commercial awareness and career development platform. She is Sarah Hayford. Supporting the next generation of property professionals, our third nominee has pioneered change at university, created an enabling environment for others at Cushman & Wakefield with the Creation Property Network, and is now Global Brand and Strategic Partnerships Director at Project Utopia. She is Rosanna Lawn. Delivering major infrastructure projects, our next superstar is a chartered civil engineer who is currently practice manager for Bridges, Civils, and Geomatics at Atkins. She is Sophie Payne. Our final nominee founded BAME & Property in 2017 with the aim to drive a more inclusive built environment sector. A communications consultant at Grayling, she is Priya Shah.
Well, what an amazing shortlist that is, and our judges are eager to see what each of these brilliant nominees go on to achieve. Our winner of the Women of the Future Real Estate, Infrastructure and Construction Award is Dr. Ozak Esu.
Ozak's passion and drive shone through for our judges. Her resilience and determination, from completing her PhD to creating opportunities from significant challenges, are inspiring.
Hi! Sorry I can't be with you live on Zoom to participate in this uplifting and empowering award ceremony, which I feel very honored to be nominated and shortlisted in. Unfortunately, I have a training scheduled at the same time. I would like to say a massive thank you to Gillian Charlesworth, Group CEO at BRE and Women of the Future Kind Leader, for nominating me for this award. I pledge to pay this opportunity forward. I would also like to congratulate today's finalists and winners, and I say a massive thank you to the judges for selecting me in my category as the winner. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the ceremony. Bye!
Well, as you could see, the wonderful Ozak couldn't join us, but that was a fantastic message. Congratulations to her and, of course, all our other nominees. Next up is our Science Award. From researching plastic pollution in our oceans and ways to get water on the moon to critical cancer treatment, our science nominees clearly demonstrate the power of science to change lives. Here's our shortlist for the Science Award sponsored by IQE.
Opening the science category, we welcome a Royal Society Research Fellow in Astrophysics at Imperial College London, whose work investigating the birth of the first stars will be a field-changing achievement. She is Dr. Emma Chapman. A conservation biologist, our second nominee is a postdoctoral research associate at the University of Exeter, investigating the impact of plastic pollution on marine ecosystems. She is Dr. Emily Duncan. Next, an international expert in bioadhesives and their interactions with tissues, as well as in nanotechnologies for cancer treatment and wound healing. A research fellow at Imperial College London, she is Dr. Nuria Oliver-George. As a planetary scientist working in lunar resources and space exploration at the Open University, our fourth candidate is focused on producing water from lunar rocks so as to support missions to the moon's surface. She is Dr. Hannah Sargent. A fellow and director of studies for the Psychological and Behavioral Sciences Tripos at Churchill College, Cambridge, our final shortlister is building a new scientific discipline of political neuroscience examining extreme ideologies. She is Dr. Lior Zmigrod.
Well, of course, that's a hugely impressive shortlist of inspirational leaders in the field of scientific development, made judging this category particularly difficult. Our judges went for hours, they couldn't decide, but they did come up with one winner. The winner of the Science Award is Dr. Lior Zmigrod. Now, unfortunately, Dr. Lior couldn't join us today, but we will make sure that the award gets to her. Many congratulations, and we're very, very proud. So well done, and we can't wait for you to get your award. And our judges wanted to also highly commend Dr. Nuria Oliver-George. Nuria's achievements have led her to become an international expert in bioadhesives and in nanotechnology for the treatment of cancer, bone healing, and gastrointestinal operations. Nuria has also inspired many young women to follow her in studying STEM subjects. So congratulations to Lior, to Nuria, and to all of our science candidates. You're all an inspiration. Well, it's now time for our Women of the Future Sport Award, supported by the Financial Times. Our sports shortlist does not just celebrate athletes who are at the top of their game, it celebrates inspiring, passionate, and resilient women who demonstrate how sport can be hugely advantageous for mental health and community development. Here are our incredible nominees.
Our sport category opens with the head of policy and supporter relations at the Premier League, working with football clubs, fan groups, policing, and politicians to give every fan the opportunity to enjoy the sport. She is Kat Allen. With her sights set on the next Olympic Games, our second nominee is one of only 4 lightweight women who make up the GB rowing squad. Completing her medical studies at Cambridge, she is Imogen Grant. As the Children, Young People and Families Support Officer for the Royal National Institute of Blind People in Scotland, our next candidate supports people with sight loss. She's a member of the GB Visually Impaired Tennis Squad and won gold at last year's International World Champs. She is Rosie Pybus. Now for one of the best judo players of all time, and one of only 15 athletes to have ever won 2 world medals. Hoping to be the first judo Olympic gold medalist for Great Britain, she is Nakota Smith-Davis. Last up, we shine a light on a dodgeball champion. A member of the England Lions dodgeball women's senior squad, she seeks to grow the grassroots of the sport, championing kindness and inclusivity. She is Megan White.
Well, all our incredibly inspiring nominees are using sport as an agent for change. Well done to all of them. It's just a fantastic shortlist. But who's our winner? The winner of our Sport Award winner is Imogen Grant.
Imogen shows us what can be achieved when you set your mind to it, even in a relatively short space of time. She has only been rowing for 6 years and has qualified for the Tokyo Olympics. Our judges hope that this Woman of the Future award helps drive wider participation in the sport, particularly with women and young people who may not have direct access to these opportunities today.
Many congratulations, Imogen. You're our winner. How does it feel?
It's amazing. I really wasn't expecting it. I just really want to thank the Women of the Future Awards for bringing together so many inspirational women in one place. Watching all the previous award winners has been so inspiring, and it's something that's always been really integral to my journey as an athlete and as a medical student as well. I'm just really, really grateful to be part of this network. Thank you very much.
Well, well done to you. Really, very, very inspiring. Many, many congratulations, Imogen. Well done for being our winner today. Go and celebrate indoors. Of course, our judges wanted to also highly commend Rosie Pybus. Outside of the brilliant work she does at RNIB and representing Great Britain in her sport, Rosie plays a pivotal role in the visually impaired tennis community, where she has inspired so many people to take up the sport. So well done to Imogen, to Rosie, and to all our incredible sport nominees. Well, it's now time for our Technology and Digital Award, sponsored by none other than Aviva. 15 years ago, when the Women of the Future Awards launched, we would never have been able to imagine meetings held online, apps that ensure the safety of our loved ones, and tech that helps us educate our children. Shaping the world in which we live, let's now meet our amazing nominees.
Alongside her role as a quantitative engineer at Facebook London, where she builds data-driven tools, our first technology and digital superstar has built Rafiki.net, an AI-powered platform that leverages artificial intelligence to connect refugees to employment. She is Geeta Ibrahim. When she was 11, she passed computing A-level. By 20, she completed a master's in mathematics and computer science at the University of Oxford, co-founder of STEMettes, an initiative promoting young women in the STEM sector. She is Anne-Marie Imafiden. Partnering with NHS Digital to roll out the MyGP app across all GP clinics and trusts, our next nominee has been a product and technology champion for more than a decade. She is the Chief Product Officer at iPlato Healthcare, Namrata Sarma. COO of Little Bridge, an immersive games-based children's learning company, our next nominee is a longtime supporter of UNICEF's innovation work and advises on refugee integration. She is Leila Yarjani. Making an outstanding contribution to the male-dominated tech and gaming industry, our final candidate is Global Brand Director at King, where she has revolutionized brand marketing. She is Sophie Young.
Well, this was an exceptionally tricky category to judge. That was what the feedback was. But they found a winner, and that winner is Leila Yarjani.
Leila is using technology to reach millions of children around the world through her enterprise, Little Bridge, which teaches kids to read, write, and listen to English through a social community. She gets her enormous energy from seeing the fruits of her labor. As Leila put it to our judges, focus on others and the work does itself.
Many congratulations, Leila. That's fantastic news. How are you feeling?
Surprised, to be honest. I've just been sitting here watching all of the nominees, and I really can't, I wasn't expecting it, and I can't believe it. I'm quite overwhelmed, but it's really an honor to be part of this community. I think we probably can all relate to the fact that we've had our heads down and we've been working from home and just focused on each of our individual missions. So it's really lovely to kind of bring your head up and connect with other like-minded women across different industries. So thank you so much for this award. And it's really a privilege and an honor to be among all of you. I think we're all winners today. And Pinky, thank you for making this possible. It wouldn't be possible without you. And it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know all the women in my category who are incredibly inspiring, as well as getting to know the judges. So thank you very much, and thank you for this opportunity. I'm looking forward to getting to know all of you and hopefully meeting you in person after this pandemic is safely behind us.
Beautifully said, Leila. Many congratulations on your award today, and congratulations to all our finalists. Well, it's now time to recognise our young stars, supported by our charity partner, Inspiring Girls. To present this award, we welcome the founder and managing director of Nails Inc., a woman who won the Women of the Future Entrepreneur Award in 2010 and who's gone on from strength to strength. Thea Green, MBE. Thea, thank you so much for joining us.
It's wonderful to be here. Our young stars are taking the world by storm. From fast-tracking, taking critical climate change policy to attaining qualifications years before any of us thought it could even be possible. Our nominees prove that age has no boundary to success or being able to affect real change, long-lasting and much-needed change. Now let's hear more about the nominees.
Set to reach the highest levels of the classical music and opera world, our first young star has been named Best Performer for 3 consecutive years. She has recently completed her degree at Middlesex University, London. She is Christina Alice Amatil. Founder of Black to Nature, an organization that runs camps for equal access to nature, our next superstar is the youngest person to be awarded an honorary doctorate of science from the University of Bristol in recognition of her diversity campaigning. She is Dr. Maya Rose Craig. Scientist, chemist, mathematician, and physicist, our third nominee is invited to speak all over the world on the impact of AI on the future of work. She has also run hackathon events for girls interested in tech and is currently studying physical natural sciences at Cambridge. She is Lowena Hull. Innovative methods for the design and distribution of glasses in East Africa, our next candidate is a project manager for iSee. She is also co-founder of the Foodie app, designed to encourage a journey towards a low-carbon lifestyle. She is Nikki Katecha. the youngest person internationally to have an A level in government and politics, which she attained at age 13, our final young star is a climate justice activist and campaign coordinator at the Teach the Future campaign. She is Scarlett Westbrook.
Well, our judges were wowed by the incredibly high standard of entries. Each candidate demonstrates an amazing commitment to causes and ideals about which they're passionate, and this came across very, very strongly. So it was a very difficult decision, but the winner of our Young Star Award goes to Scarlett Westbrook.
What Scarlett has already achieved is truly awe-inspiring. To have been the youngest person ever to have received an A level in politics is a great achievement, but to then put that qualification to use by actively influencing government policymakers at Westminster with demonstrable impact is just incredible. The sense of urgency with which she is driving the agenda for advances in government policy on environmental and climate issues is an inspiration to the current generation and can give us all hope for the future.
And here is our wonderful Scarlett, who's giving us hope for the future. Scarlett, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I'm really sorry I can't put my camera on because my internet is absolutely awful. But thank you so much for this.
Which is fantastic.
So I thank you so much to the Women of the Future team for this award, and for all of my friends and family and everybody else who's been so amazing. And I guess I'd also love to take this opportunity to highlight how climate change is obviously a sexist issue. Women are 18 times more likely than men to die during natural disaster, and it's always women who are traditionally picking up the pieces after impacts of the climate crisis. So I think there's so many incredible women out there who are leading the fight for climate justice and paving the way towards a better, equitable future. And I guess I'd like to acknowledge those people too, because obviously on the front line of climate crisis, we don't have that much media coverage of those people, but they are the people who are on the ground right now and fighting for the justice which I and others are trying to legislate for. Thank you.
Well, Scarlett, huge congratulations, and thank you for highlighting and giving them a platform as well. You are a young role model for so many. Many congratulations on winning today. And our judges would also like to highly commend Maya Rose Craig for engaging young people of all backgrounds and ethnicities with nature, and for the way in which she's used the platform she's created to take forward the environmental agenda that she is so passionate about. So well done to all of our amazing young stars. Well, now it's time for our Mentor Award, sponsored by London Stock Exchange Group. To present this award, we welcome a long-standing supporter and judge of the Women of the Future programme, Phil Smith, CBE, Chairman of IQE. Phil won the Women of the Future Mentor Award in 2010. Thank you so much for joining us, Phil.
Many of us have benefited in our careers from a mentor, and has really helped us in our path to success. You know, a great mentor can be a real asset to your career, can help point out blind spots, can hold you accountable in certain circumstances, but also be the person who's there when you really need them. And I think in these difficult times, we all need someone to help us through. And I think for so many of the phenomenal mentors we have, we've seen great contributions in some of the things they've done for the many, many people they've supported. I was delighted a few years ago to receive this award myself, and it made a big difference to me, and I'm sure it will do to the mentors who have been nominated here. So let's hear some more about our nominees.
With an extensive history of mentorship at Deloitte and Whitbread, our first nominee is a mentor for scholarship students at the University of Bath. and currently serves as Strategy and Insights Manager at the England and Wales Cricket Board. She is Kate Aldridge. Commanding the squadron charged with being the first footprint for medical support on the ground in the event of a worldwide incident, whether it be military operations or humanitarian support, our second nominee joined the RAF's operational medical wing a short time before the pandemic. She is Rosie Barrow. Next, the director of England and Wales at the Mental Health Foundation. He's an experienced public health professional, academic and thought leader on mental health, and a dedicated mentor to many young professionals. He is Dr. Antonis Kasoulis. Our fourth shortlister has a successful track record of transforming BBC News departments in terms of representation across gender, ethnicity, and class. He is one of the youngest senior news editors in BBC News and Current Affairs. He is Ravin Sampat. A senior director within KPMG, our final nominee leads large-scale transformation programs, heading up a 140-strong team. Sought after as a manager and mentor, enabling others to progress their careers, she is Rachel Woods.
Well, to all our nominees, thank you so much. You've impacted thousands of lives around the world with your kindness, your wisdom, and your mentorship. So, who's our winner? The winner of the Mentor Award is Rosie Barrow.
Rosie shows that even in the toughest military or disaster environments, it is kindness and collaboration that delivers strength and resilience. Our judges hope this award will power Rosie on to become the important bridge that she can be between military and non-military communities.
Rosie, many congratulations. You are our winner today. How are you feeling?
My heart is pounding. Thank you, Women of the Future. I think that's a really great thing to say about making a link, because I didn't even have actually a LinkedIn profile before all of this. So getting to meet all of you has been absolutely amazing. And I can think of 100, 150 brilliant young women who I know will benefit from this sort of link. I want to say that what really matters is, I think, what you enable. I felt pretty fraudulent being nominated for this because I have been so well enabled and supported by my boss, who nominated me, herself a really strong woman, amazing women to my left and right, and my immediate subordinates as well, some really strong women. And then also my husband, who this year has basically downed tools and taken care of our children. So I think it's a lot about what you enable, which is important. And ladies, we do enable each other. And I also just wanted to dedicate this really to my team, who are right now deployed all over the UK, in Nightingales, in hospitals, in vaccination teams, and they're doing a fantastic job. So this is really for them. So per ardua ad astra, and that's the RAF motto for through adversity to the stars. So I hope that that's a bit of a swift path that we'll all get to tread this year. Thank you.
Rosie, thank you so much for your wonderful, inspiring words. Many congratulations to you. And of course, everyone is supporting your colleagues and the incredible work that they're doing to get us to a place where we can all be safe. And we can't thank them enough and you enough. And many congratulations for winning the award today. Well done, Rosie. And also the judges would like to highly commend Ravin Sampat, whose sometimes unorthodox approach, they say, has given so many the confidence and guidance they need to succeed. So well done to all our candidates. You're all worthy nominees, worthy finalists, and worthy winners. And now it's time for our final award. I can't believe it. It's gone so quickly, much too quickly. The final award is the Corporate Award, supported by the Said Business School, University of Oxford. With the right diversity and inclusion initiatives and fundamental shifts in corporate culture, businesses can harness the opportunities presented by the seismic shift in the way we work. We can all learn from our corporate nominees. Here they are.
Priding itself on deep industry content delivered by highly collaborative teams, our first corporate nominee is an advisory consulting firm that recognizes the value of diversity and playing to the strengths individuals bring. We celebrate Baringa Partners. Committed to representing the UK's diversity on and off screen, our next corporate shortlister has launched a £100 million creative diversity fund, held the world's first virtual creative diversity experience, expanded the multi-award-winning 50/50 project Beyond Gender, and implemented 91% of staff recommendations to ensure an inclusive culture. It is the BBC. Next up, we shine the spotlight on a business that has been on a culture change journey to create a place where everyone, wherever they work, feels welcome to fully be themselves. It is Coca-Cola European Partners. With a mission to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, our fourth corporate nominee strives to create a workplace that celebrates the diversity of its workforce, customers, and users. It is Google. Last up in our corporate category is a university with a reputation for excellence in teaching and research. It helps realize the talents of younger women through its commitment to developing the next generation of researchers, scientists, and academics. It is Imperial College London.
Well, I'm sure you agree with me, everyone. That's a very impressive shortlist. But who is our winner? The winner of the Corporate Award is Baringa.
Diversity and inclusion are at the heart of Baringa's business. With clear objectives and a real emphasis on embedding diversity and inclusion throughout every part of the organization. Our judges were particularly impressed by Baringa's focus on data to measure actual performance against these objectives and to identify hotspots for action.
And it's over to you, the wonderful Katie Mirzai from Baringa Partners. Congratulations being our winners today.
Thank you very much. Of course, I'm very, very happy. We're absolutely honored and humbled at Baringa to have won this award. At Baringa, we obviously put a lot of emphasis on developing future female leaders, and it is a priority in our people strategy. It's an absolute honor to have won this award, and it's definitely a testament to the incredible hard work our team are putting into our role in really recognizing and developing our women at Baringa. I'd like to thank Pinky Lilani, first of all, and Women of Future Award for their tireless efforts in supporting women in our society. It's really, really great the work you all have done. I've been part of these events a few times, and every time it just makes me so inspired. I'd like to also thank our managing partner, Adrian Betrich, for his unwavering support of our D&I agenda, our leadership team for their encouragement, and last but certainly not least, our Gender Diversity Network, who put a lot of effort in designing and implementing initiatives to support women in our company. As you can imagine, I'm just so excited and really looking forward to our next chapter and cannot wait to share this wonderful news with the rest of our Baringa. Thank you very much. It's an absolute honor.
Thank you so much, Katie. Congratulations to all of you, Baringa, and well done for being such worthy winners. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well done to all our candidates. And so I can't believe this, but that's it. Our awards are drawing to a close for this year. Thank you all for being with us today virtually. I can feel your energy, and you've heard from our amazing winners and how inspiring they are, and all of our nominees and candidates are. It's been a wonderful morning of celebrations for 15 years of these incredibly special awards that I've been proud and privileged to be associated with for many years now. And what an amazing set of candidates we've met today as well. I hope you will get involved with the Women of the Future programme so that we can amplify its impact all over the world. Everyone needs to know what incredibly inspiring young leaders we have. My congratulations to all the award winners and of course to all the shortlisted candidates. As many of the winners have said, and the judges, you're all our winners in our eyes here today. And my thanks, of course, go to all of our incredible sponsors, without whom this wouldn't be able to happen, and partners, including Bank of America, Coca-Cola European Partners, CNBC, Enterprise Rent-A-Car, FT, IQE, Inspiring Girls, KPMG, London Stock Exchange Group, Michon de Reye, Pernod Ricard UK, RICS, Saïd Business School, University of Oxford, and Visa. And of course, a huge thank you to Aviva, our headline sponsor, for their unwavering support and engagement. And all that's left for me to say is to thank all of you for being a part of this very, very special award ceremony. And there's one lady that I'd like to mention personally. You saw her before, but every winner, everyone has mentioned her, Pinky Lalani. Pinky is an incredible role model to so many of all of us. We never dare to say no to her. But when she asks us to do whatever it is she wants, and we'll do it, of course, she does it with such kindness and such compassion. And that's what we need in our world today. We need more Pinkies. And of course, all of you, our candidates, our nominees, and our winners, all of you are what we look up to as well. So thanks so much for all of you for partaking in this. Thank you to Pinky. And I can't wait to see all of you next year in person. Nothing's going to stop us now. Stay safe, stay well, and see you next year.